What's the smartest way you tested which family members actually loved you? I faked my own death to see who would actually show up to my funeral. I know it sounds extreme, but after years of feeling invisible in my own family, I needed to know the truth. My parents had always favored my older brother Marcus. He was the golden child, star athlete, straight A's, full scholarship to Stanford. I was just the quiet younger son who barely got noticed. Family gatherings were the worst. Everyone would crowd around Marcus, asking about his achievements while I sat in the corner like furniture. How's medical school, Marcus? When are you getting married? We're so proud of you. Meanwhile, I'd graduated college with honors and started my own business, but nobody ever asked about my life. Last Christmas was the breaking point. I announced that my company had just landed a major contract worth $500,000. My aunt literally said, "That's nice, honey," then immediately turned back to Marcus to discuss his residency program. That's when I decided to conduct my experiment. I spent 3 months planning it carefully. First, I moved to a different state and told everyone I was taking time to find myself. Then I had my best friend Jake, who lived across the country, call my family with devastating news. "There's been an accident," Jake told my mom, his voice shaking with fake emotion. "David was hiking alone in Colorado. He fell off a cliff. They found his body this morning." I listened to the whole conversation on speakerphone from Jake's apartment. My mom screamed. She was genuinely devastated. "We need to plan a funeral," she sobbed. "We need to bring him home." Jake told her I'd wanted to be cremated and have a simple memorial service in Colorado, where I died. He left specific instructions, Jake lied. He wanted everyone who truly cared about him to come say goodbye. The memorial was scheduled for the following Saturday. I rented a small chapel in Denver and hired someone to pose as the funeral director. Then I waited to see who would actually show up. My parents drove 14 hours from Ohio. They were there by Friday night. My mom had made a photo collage of our family memories. My dad brought my childhood baseball glove to place on the memorial table. Marcus flew in from Boston, crying at the airport when Jake picked him up. But here's where it got interesting. My aunt and uncle, who lived just 2 states away, didn't come. "We can't afford the trip right now," my aunt told my mom over the phone. "But we're thinking of him." My cousins, who I'd grown up with, sent a generic sympathy card. My grandmother, who always claimed I was her special boy, said she was too old to travel. Out of 23 family members, only 6 showed up. The memorial service was heartbreaking to watch from my hiding spot in the back. My mom spoke about how proud she was of me, how she wished she'd told me more often. Marcus broke down completely, saying he'd been a terrible brother and wished he could apologize. My dad, who never showed emotion, cried while reading a letter he'd written to me, but never sent. "I know I wasn't good at showing it," he said through tears, "but David was my hero. He was kind and smart and everything I wished I could be." I almost revealed myself right then, but I waited until after the service. I walked into the hotel where my parents and Marcus were staying. My mom fainted when she saw me. Marcus punched me in the face, then hugged me while crying. My dad just stared at me for 5 minutes before saying, "You brilliant, stupid kid." After the shock wore off, I explained why I'd done it. "I needed to know who actually cared," I said. "Not who felt obligated to care, but who would drop everything to be here." My mom was hurt, but understood. "We failed you," she said quietly. "We made you feel invisible." The fake funeral changed everything. My parents started calling me weekly instead of just on holidays. Marcus and I became genuinely close for the first time in our lives, and the family members who didn't show up, we stopped pretending we had relationships. My aunt was furious when she found out the truth. "How could you put us through that?" she demanded. "You didn't go through anything," I replied. "You sent a card. It's been 2 years since my death. My real family is smaller now, but it's genuine."